Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. Bears going up against the Packers. Let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we'll begin with a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going in the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And
try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score. Big 6 for Bears touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, the starters for Chicago, and they feel like they've got a big-time disruptor in Leonard Floyd from Georgia.
And when the draft process began, there was a mixed bag of opinions about Leonard Floyd. But as time went on and he tested and people saw him work out and they saw the sheer athleticism, people realized they better move fast to get him, and the Bears did, moving up in the 1st round to number 9 to pluck him.
On 3rd down, Wilson finding his safety back here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you run it, get them out in the flat, and let them have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They get 28 yards on that one. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
It's incomplete.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. They come out here in the eye. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And with this offense, one guy to key in on defensively is Kevin White.
Had to battle injuries at the start of his career, but boy, he's ready to fulfill his promise. An absolute beast downfield.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got the benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, they're going to try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now we'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Second and 10 here. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. pass will fortunately wind up out of bounds. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback is hit.
Here's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Defense has to stand tall here. Third and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They needed a yard. That's what he got. And he's got all the new set of downs.
On third and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're actually keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball in there. And the fullback is the blocker. And he ends up carrying the football. That's a heck of a tendency breaker. And now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on. Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how you guys going to block it, they want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play,
he rifles one that's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And to the 30-yard line, that's where the return stops. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. And they want to get out there and shoot.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go! Again, it's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
There's so many things that go into playing a position linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. He'll drop the throw. Throw for his running back, and he's got him complete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 2 minutes to go here in first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go!
The direct snap it to Howard. Jerry Langford is in. He gets the carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that's the type of play where the follow up the defense, holding to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now that'll be tapped and intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game.
He's got him in, complete. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line.
There'll always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays. That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Throw the tight end and take some easier completion.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out foul. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now, Wilson's going to intercept it a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. They're just testing for every game. The team making the fewest mistakes will win. The other thing is that last mistake.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. Let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Shift together here from the D-line.
Detroit!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we reach check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken as 4. Room here to run. Jeremy Langford. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, 95 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's what they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
That is right.
They'll come out in the pistol. Second and 10 now. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And for the first time today, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were right within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Everyone had to be back 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time.
Here we go.
Super tough.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead standing down, it burns clock, even in a situation.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from the 20. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it out to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally get in the front court, just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Wilson. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked up. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They thought pretty good about their game plan. While there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited on the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
All right, here we go.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll set up the throw. And this is incomplete. Take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. All right, here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can find his man on the end route. Complete. That'll be a gain of 16. They're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And they're going to speed things up here. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Looking for someone to throw to. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to settle a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears add on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not anything right after it.
Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll run it here. And he's got the first start this drive with very good field position.
Now let's go.
This is Howard. A heck of a move. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over in the last possession. So what is it symptomatic? I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, he knew where the pressure was going to come from. He said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To the flat, that's the point to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And quickly, they get to the line. Again, Wilson. As he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 4.
Good call.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
When you execute a drive or a crossing run really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Their dangerous wide receiver, 35 yards. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback. We ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school fight song.
That ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's got some space here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
3 down. Now let's go.
He'll drop the throw. Pressure, and down he goes. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey. Got 3. Hurry up, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Bringing it in. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. from here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go!
First, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Chicago 1st down. The lone setback is Langford. He's going to get the football. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
This is Howard on 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense and try to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
The Wildcat with Howard on 3rd down. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Langford again. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.